Today you're going to learn how to create a favicon for your website. So right now we have this beautiful website, but we don't actually have a favicon. So we're going to learn how to do that today. Right now, if I were to go inside my website here, just to explain what a favicon is, if I were to go up inside the tab up here in the top left corner, you can actually see that right now mine says Danny Crossing Portfolio, because that is what I included inside my HTML, inside my head tag. So inside my title element here, you can see that I wrote Danny Crossing Portfolio, which is why we get Danny Crossing Portfolio inside the tab up here. However, we can also include a favicon, which is a small image that is right next to the name. And you probably have seen it before inside different websites, YouTube and Facebook. They all have their logo right next to the name inside the tab up here. So we're going to learn how to include that inside our website today. The first thing we're going to talk about is going to be the file type that you can upload as a favicon. You can pretty much upload most image files out there. You can upload PNGs, GIFs, JPEGs, SVGs, and icons or icons as they're called. So if you have an image already, which could be a PNG, for example, you can already link to that and include it inside your website as a favicon. However, we need to take size into consideration since we don't want this favicon to be a big image. Right now inside my root folder, I do actually have inside my image folder a favicon that I just created. So right now I just took this logo that I have inside my website here and I cut out the small image or the small circle and I included that as a favicon.png. I should also mention that the typical name you want to be using for your favicon is favicon. Whatever extension you chose, just in case you want to do it the proper way. So other developers also know which image inside your folder is going to be the favicon. So now, right now I have this favicon, which is a PNG image, and it is quite big. It is 500 times 500 and it is 10.9 kilobyte. And it may not seem like a lot, but when it comes to a small image that you have to put inside your tab inside the browser, this is quite big. So what I can do instead is either I can put it inside Photoshop and make it smaller, or I can go inside a website like Favicon.cc, which is a website where you can actually go in and include an image, or you can draw the favicon yourself in here if you want to. And you can include it in here and actually export it as a ICO image type, which is one of the image type that I mentioned earlier. Essentially, this is a image type that is meant for icons when it comes to applications. So it doesn't have a big file size. So it is quite good to use when it comes to a favicon. So what we can do here is we can go in, import image, and then I can just drag and drop my image in here. So I'm just going to find it and I'm going to drag it in here. Then I'm going to say I want to keep the dimensions and then I'm just going to upload it. And then you can see we get this favicon inside my little application here. So we can actually preview it down here. We can also download it. So I'm just going to go ahead and click download so we can actually get it down here. So I'm going to go inside my root folder. I'm just going to paste it in. This is the downloaded version. And as you can see, it only takes up 1.12 kilobyte, which is 1/10 of what my other image did. So I can take this image, go inside my HTML page, and inside the head tag, we can create another element that is going to be used in order to put this icon inside the website. So I'm going to say we have a link element, and I want to say that this is not a style sheet, but this is going to be a icon. Then I can go ahead and link to it here. So I'm going to go inside my image folder. I'm going to grab my favicon.ico because that's the new one that we just downloaded. And then we do also need to add a type. So we're going to say type is going to be equal to image/x-icon, which is icon. So this is going to be the type that is going to tell our website that this is the favicon that we're inserting inside our website. So doing this and saving it, if we were to go back inside my website, refreshing it, you can now see that inside my little tab up here in the corner, I do have my new favicon. And I do think it looks a lot more professional than the default globe that we get when we don't actually have a favicon. So with this, we now know how to include a favicon. And I know it took quite a bit to get to the point where we actually include it inside the HTML. I know a lot of people probably just want to see that part, but I do think it's important to talk about file sizes since we do want to optimize our website so we don't have a huge file that we include into something small like a favicon. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video here and I'll see you guys next time.